family, welcome to another Ashes of Creation video. This week we're going to be doing Armor Part 1, which we're going to be going over just pretty much the armor itself, like with different types, cloaks, belts, just kind of slots and all that other stuff. So that'll be kind of the first part of the armor section. So we did weapons last time, so this is going to be armor. But anyways, I am Brad, aka Endless88, with lovely co-host Miss A. See, we're teaching her, guys. We're teaching her. Miss A. So I did want to start out, as you guys can see. So this is one of the plate armor sets here. Right now, I mean, they're only really showing us like 1 to 10, but I think this might have been the 10 to 20 set. So I mean, very detailed, pretty awesome. Like, what do you think, Missy? As a plate set?
I like it. And the cloak actually is very, very different. It doesn't exactly match the set. It looks like very much like a linen or a silk type of cloak, which is nice to see that a cloak actually looks like a cloak.
Right, definitely. No, I definitely like it. I don't know if I would wear the headpiece. Like I said, they have some pretty cool hairstyles, which we have yet to see. I'll probably not wear the helmet. But some people like the helmet. It just reminds me of, like, when you look like one piece of metal in Final Fantasy XIV. It's like that level 40 set as a tank, and you just look like a piece of metal, like, moving. That's like all you. It's like, who did this? Who did this? So anyway, so we also have one of the Dwarven armor sets here. So this will probably be male, probably, like medium armor, because you have light, medium, and heavy armor. So what do you think of this one, Missy? Does it scream dwarf?
Pretty much, yeah.
And this set could probably look the same on a human or an orc and all that stuff, but it would look more to their race, right? So that's pretty cool as far as that goes. And it should have one more. So here's the elven one. So what do you think, Missy?
It's okay. It's very detailed. I mean, it's a very male-looking armor, and I don't mean M-A-I-L.
Right. Well, I did have another one, but we'll show that in another video.
But it's very intricately done. Like, look at that back.
Oh yeah.
Feathered.
Yeah. Definitely attention to detail. Some people were asking about that today, about how is this game going to run on people's computers. So, if this game is looking that good, so because we're still waiting for like basic specs, right? So.
Well, 3 years from now, I hopefully will have a better computer.
Yeah, same here.
Right.
All right, guys. So armor. So armor types and Ashes of Creation. So we have helmets. Soldiers, not soldiers. See, I overthought it. Soldier, shoulders. There we go. Shoulders. Yeah. You could tell it's 2:30 in the morning for me. So cloaks and capes, chest armor, wrists, gloves, belts, pants, boots and pants. So gear has approximately 4 to 50% influence on a player's overall power in the game. There are tiers of gear that players can access based on their level. So being that we talked about cloaks, we're going to go into cloaks. So cloaks, capes, coats, backs are a type of armor in Ashes of Creation. There will be one shoulder capes. Okay, that sounds right. Yeah, full body capes. Yeah, one shoulder capes, full body capes, and cloaks. These attach to the player's back slot. Players may choose to show or hide items in their back slot. There will be capes, cloaks with hoods. All hoods, whether a part of a complete costume or individual gear, will have the option to be shown or hidden in the character, on the character by the player. So abilities, none, at least for now. items on back and belt. So items attached to a character's back or belt represent items that they are in possession of. Players can set the appearance priority for the items they wish to show. Only one can show at a time, and that is determined by player choice. We covered this last time in our weapons, so I won't read what Steven says. But back slots include ranged weapon, shields, cloaks, accessories, backpack, etc. The belt is for hips, slots included. Melee weapons, 2 slots, 1 for each side. Potions, pouch, scroll. Gear slots, again, like I said, there are 16 gear slots in Ash's Creation, 8 armor slots, 5 jewelry slots, 2 weapon slots, and 1 range slot. And Missy will do emblems and crowdfunding.
Alright, so emblems. Import of user-created image content, UCC, is being considered. This was previously not under consideration. An active GM staff will be monitoring user-created content. Users who upload inappropriate content will place their accounts in jeopardy. So Steven says, I know previously we had spoken about not allowing custom user images in the game. However, I think we're leaning more now in the direction of allowing for custom user images. Absolutely, well, what it will be is the fact that we are a subscription game, and if you want to jeopardize your account by doing the wrong thing with regards to custom user images, then by all means you may do so, and we'll have stringent practices in place to prevent that from actually being an issue. With regards to this UCC question, I think when you have an active GM team that you have directed to take care of the product that you're going to mitigate. This is the worst sentence in the world.
Right.
Take care of the product. You're going to mitigate a lot of that functionality you don't want to see out of this custom image system. People who look to, let's say, meme the system are going to be met with the type of enforcement that they don't want to have on their account. And being a subscription-based product and being a risk versus reward and maybe a more old school approach to character development and progression, I think they're going to take a significant risk in doing things that we don't want them to do, which will result in the jeopardy of their account. So I think that this is not going to deter 100% of things. I don't think you can ever deter 100% of things unless we go away from custom images, but I think that we can achieve some parity of essentially enforcement versus infraction ratio that's going to be livable for everybody.
I mean, to me, I would just say you upload an image, and it has to be approved first to be enabled. Easily done.
Yeah, I've seen that in other games.
Yep.
Where you have to wait like 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, because if you freely let somebody upload it and it automatically goes up, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for, dick pics. Stuff like that.
And a boob shield.
And a boob shield, yeah. So I would say to fix their worries, you upload it, and then it has to be approved by a moderator, a GM.
Yeah. I mean, people can wait a day, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the user interface will allow emblems, logos, and symbols to be designed in-game, which are guild emblems would be flags, guild halls and mount barding, sails, shields, cloaks, and armor attachments. Emblem editor functionality is tentatively planned for Alpha 2. Yay, I will see that.
Right. In a couple of years from now.
Yeah, right. Crowdfunding guild rewards. Guild-themed character cloaks were cosmetic rewards for backing at the Leader of Men level or higher in the Kickstarter and Summer crowdfunding campaigns. Kickstarter's Summer crowdfunding guild rewards are assigned to a guild by the owner of the reward. Once assigned, the reward becomes an asset of that guild. Guild members that leave the guild no longer have access to the unique items of that guild.
Yep. Alright, so that'll do it for cloaks for us. So, going into belts. Fun belts. It's not even a term in Endwalker for Final Fantasy XIV, because they're gone.
Nope. They're gone.
So, belts are a type of armor in Ash's Creation. Belt hip slots include melee weapon, so 2 slots, one on each side, potions, pouch, and scrolls. So, list of belts, you have a Birkenscale band, a Sleuth Root satchel. I guess just to kind of pop this up, let's see what this looks like. Okay. So it kind of just looks like a regular cosmetics. That's going on down to cosmetics. We'll definitely be getting into those a little bit later. So belts, go back to belts. So abilities, none for now. Gear slots, as we've already said, you have 16 gear slots, 8 armor, 5 jewelry, 2 weapons, 1 ranged. So items on back and belt, as we already said. So you'll be able to have ranged weapons, shields, cloaks, accessories on your back. And then your belt, you'll have your melee weapons and other items on stuff. So it's pretty cool that you could actually see all these different things on your back or your belt. And it's not just, you know, by default this. It's you get to choose what you look like, you know, more so than anything else. Let's see, backpacks. So a backpack is an item crafted by artisans that provides personal inventory space. The higher level the backpack, the greater inventory space. Different backpack types cater to different activities. Gatherer's backpacks are intended to carry gatherables. Adventure backpacks are intended to carry consumables and items. So I think this one's actually, we'll kind of go to this real quick. So this looks like, so you have like kind of like a, maybe like a gatherer crafter belt right here. Some potions, maybe. I guess this could also be an adventurer belt too. What do you think, Missy?
I would say that's an adventurer's belt.
Yeah,
because it's got all the potions and things to heal yourself and.
Yeah. So yeah, so that one's a pretty cool little defined. Like I said, they also have some like other ones here. Yeah. So this is artwork for that other one. So I mean, it is pretty damn close, guys, to their artwork to that. So they can keep up with that. That's pretty good. So, all right. So back to armor here. So moving on. So stats on gear. So crafters will be able to assign different skills, abilities, and stats on gear. Master crafters will be able to influence several, but not all stats on the crafted items. Stats on crafted items will vary based on the item's rarity. There's also methods of moving stat blocks around, but this won't necessarily be an easy task. All gear will be able to be assigned any stat. Crafters will be able to rejigger stat blocks, and there will be a couple other ways to move things around to create both the look and the stat block that you're looking for. It's not always going to be easy. There will be a lot of challenges involved with that, but the goal is to give you guys the option to customize your gear the way you want them to be. Not all armor sets will be the cookie cutter kind of set. They will also have influences from the crafter available in it if it's a crafted set. Gear is broken down into core stats and additional stats. Of course, it's gear slots again. There are 16 gear slots in Ashes of Creation. You have 8 armor, 5 jewelry, 2 weapon, 1 ranged. Alright, Missy, you want to do armor characteristics?
Alright, armor characteristics. Light armor, which is robes, cloth armor. Lighter armor is more mobile than heavier armor. Light armor is geared towards magical damage mitigation. Medium armor, which is leather armor, can incorporate robe, chainmail, and plate influences. Heavy armor is predominantly plate metal, but may incorporate other influences such as leather. Heavy armor typically has more HP than lighter armor. Heavy armor is geared towards physical damage mitigation. So an overarching set effect is granted to wearers of exclusively one type of armor, for example, all cloth or all plate. So class weapons and armor. Weapons and armor are not class locked, and certain classes are more efficient with certain types of weapons or armor. Certain abilities require certain items to be equipped. Ranged weapons, shields, and two-handed weapons. Stevens says weapons are intended to be somewhat agnostic in the sense that you can find a way for a weapon to be utilized by different classes. Not just the rogue is going to be able to use daggers, because if you restrict equipment through that, it makes the economy more difficult to have sustainability across the market of items. So racial weapons and armor. Weapons and armor are not race locked, but armor will take on a racial appearance. Racial appearance of gear is focused on armor, not weapons. Steven says the customization of equipment per race is really focused on armor sets, not weapon props. Weapon props will, from a model standpoint, translate pretty one-to-one across the races.
All right,
Let's
Missy.
say for what?
Here's your favorite paragraph. I believe in you, Missy.
Oh, here. Stop it. Let's say, for example, you have the Eagle set or something, right? The Eagle set has in art, it has a thematic design that's going to include certain attachments to the armor. It's going to include color palette and theme. It's going to have some aspects to it that define it as the Eagle set, right? When an elf wears the Eagle set or when an orc wears the Eagle set, you obviously have two different cultures there, and you don't want to stomp out that culture by assigning a de facto, this is the Eagle set and this is how it looks on everybody. What we want to have is cultural influences play a role in showing how that set looks. So racial appearances of gear sets is tied to the character model of that race. I think this pretty much reiterates what he said before.
Okay. Yep. Then that should be. So that's our starting video, guys. This is part 1 of our armor. So yeah, we will continue with appearance and onward in our next video. But yeah, guys, hope you like that. If you have any questions, concerns or whatever, put a comment on there. What did you guys think was cool about the armor? What did you guys like about the cloaks, the whole backpack thing, being able to place certain things different ways that you would want them to. So yeah, definitely leave us a comment. Press that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the like button. I know according to our algorithms, we have like 98% people watching, but not subscribe, but 2% subscribers are watching. So we need to, switch that around.
Just click that sub button because it doesn't cost you a thing.
Yep, it is free. Like I said, we do come out with a video or 2, if not 3 videos a week. Probably going to be going down to 2 though, because our editor's gotten a lot busier in life. So have us. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's our part 1 for armor, and yeah, so we will catch you next time for armor part 2. I am Endless88, aka Brad, and that's Miss Say,
AKA Meadow and Amara.
And yeah, so we will catch you next time, guys. So CGN family, take care, be safe out there, take it easy.